Hey there, what is up? How are you doing? I'm making this video because I just wanted to talk really quickly about cryptocurrencies, Web3, and NFTs. And I want to let you know, just for the record, I think they're all garbage and that you should stay far, far away from them. And not only that, if you have any friends or family who are in the cryptocurrency world, you need to talk them out of that ASAP before they lose whatever little value remains for their magic beans. And that's exactly what these things are. They're magic beans. I've been following cryptocurrencies for more than a decade now. When it was brand new, it was an interesting concept, but I quickly realized that it wouldn't really amount to much, not to mention the wasteful amounts of energy that have been destroyed in order to make these magic beans. It's actually quite tragic. And today we have 20,000 different cryptocurrencies, which aren't used for anything. They're not used for anything except people holding on to them in the hopes that another person will come along and pay them more money for their magic bean. That's all cryptocurrencies are good for. And then, of course, there's the obvious application, which is scamming people. And I mean, they scam people better than I've ever seen scams done in my life. Because once the money is gone, in the most instances, that money is gone forever. And so many men, countless men, have been taken in with the technobabble and the grand promises of being rich in this amazing technological future, unable to actually see that they're partaking in a Ponzi scheme. And just rug pull after rug pull, exit scam after exit scam. Maybe you've seen the news lately. There was an exchange called FTX, a very large one, had ads during the Super Bowl. It had, famous people like Tom Brady, I believe, advertising for them, had what's his face from Shark Tank advertising for them. And everyone was taken in with the founder of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. They thought he was a genius. They're like, this is an upstanding guy. He drives a Toyota Corolla. He's so amazing and wonderful. Nope. He's just a lying criminal and running a Ponzi scheme. So, I mean, that's part of the course, like in cryptocurrency world, that's to be expected. I wasn't shocked at all when FTX was exposed to be a Ponzi scheme where they took everyone's money. I'm like, that's just normal. He's just doing what you do when you run an exchange. You take people's cash, you give them magic tokens, you spend the cash on yourself lavishly, on your friends, your family, coke, hookers, blow, what have you. You just go nuts and you give people their magic tokens, and that's how it's done. And this has happened time and time and time again with exchange after exchange. How anyone could still be falling for this, I don't know. There was one exchange a few months ago called Celsius, and they were remarkable because their founder, he would constantly trash talk the banks. He'd be like, oh, the banks are evil. After the financial crisis, they get all this money. The banks haven't helped people. The banks aren't your friend, blah, 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 blah. Turns out, of course, that he was just talking out of his ass. The guy was a scam artist who was running a Ponzi scheme. He took everyone's money. One of the famous sayings of Celsius was, unbank yourself. Literally, they had t-shirts that said unbank yourself. And so it was just really funny after the House of Cards came down, because you had all these people, a lot of their participants who would, you go onto their forums and they would talk shit about the banks. And now they're just like, somebody help me, federal government, regulators, somebody step in, get our money back. They were trying to call their bank and have their deposits that were made to this exchange reversed and things like that. And it, tough luck to all those suckers. And the banks, if you had all your money in your bank account and somebody cleared you out fraudulently, your bank would make you whole. Not to mention, there's also FDIC insurance. I don't know how these people, regular investors, seem to think that cryptocurrency exchanges are backed by the FDIC. There is not a single cryptocurrency exchange out there backed by the FDIC. And if somebody tells you that, it's an obvious lie. Like, these people, they spend zero amount of time doing any sort of research. I really think it's just because many of the cryptocurrency participants are compulsive gamblers. And of course, too, some of them are naive. But the most naive are the ones who fall into NFTs. That's like a subcategory of sucker. And it is the worst. I feel really bad almost for the NFT people because they're so dumb. They're really quite dumb. So, yeah, cryptocurrencies are terrible. Stay away from them. They're bad. And we're also gearing up here to watch all of cryptocurrency, the entire universe, implode. And I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. It's been interesting watching the exchanges fall one by one. But the glue that kind of holds all of them together, that keeps everything functioning, are called stablecoins. And the largest stablecoin is called Tether. It's supposed to function as a US dollar. So here you have one Tether coin, and then somebody gives someone else a dollar, and then they get, a Tether coin or something. And it's just, they're unbacked is how to put this. So Tether, they just make more and more magic beans, and sometimes they take dollars, but they create more tethers than are actual dollars. And this is a well-known criminal activity that's been occurring. Like, everyone in the field knows that Tether is fraudulent. They're always saying that they're going to have an audit. What they try telling people that they've had an audit, but it turns out that they've only ever had attestations. And this is widely known. An attestation is not a full audit. A full audit has assets and liabilities. And yeah, Tether, I just can't believe how obvious the fraud is. It is so obvious. And Tether is responsible for like something like 85% of trades in the cryptocurrency world, all the trades. So when Tether goes down, everything will go down with it. I don't understand, too, how crypto bros to this day don't know this. I will sometimes be on the message boards, and I'll be talking to the crypto bros, and I'll mention Tether and how rampant it is and how intertwined it is in the crypto world. And there are guys who just don't know. I don't understand that. How little research. There's this saying in the crypto world, do your own due diligence. And they haven't. You've got all these guys who have not done their due diligence, and they're all going to get wrecked. And I feel no sympathy for them because they've been told 1,001 times, stay away from cryptocurrencies. It's all a scam. You see the price of Bitcoin today, whatever it is, 16,000, 17,000. It's all manipulated by wash trades. And these guys don't even know what wash trades are. They don't know what it means to paint the tape. They have no idea whatsoever. So they look at the news, they look at the number on the news, and they're like, this must be what the price of cryptocurrency is. And it's not. Not really. There's not enough cash in the money for everyone to cash out of the Ponzi scheme. So the people, the vast majority of them, are going to be left holding the bag. And I do have to blame the financial media for a lot of the adoption of cryptocurrency in the wider world, because CNBC loved showing cryptocurrencies, the volatility, you know, Bitcoin up 10,000, next day it's down by 5,000, then the day after that it's up by 20,000. It was exciting and it moved around a lot and got a lot of eyeballs for their advertisers. But was it good? At any point, were cryptocurrencies good? Should they have been covered as widely as they were by the media? Of course not. Now, and the people at CNBC and all the different media houses, they're not stupid, right? They're not dumb. They knew that no one was ever really using cryptocurrencies for anything that was just compulsive gambling and Ponzi schemes. But they never really reported on that aspect of it, not to the degree that they should have. From like day one, when this stuff started to rise up, they should have been like, no, you know, we're going to do our ethical job. We're going to tell you, the consumer, that all of this is garbage. And that is a message that they should have just been hammering on for year after year after year. But they didn't. So really quite sad. But, oh, well, you know, I'm happy to say that I've lost $0. I've never spent a single dollar on cryptocurrencies, and I never will. And it's almost dead now. So if you're in the cryptocurrency spirit and you're holding cryptocurrencies, you should get out while you can. That you might find someone who will give you dollars for your magic beans, but soon enough you'll find no one, and all of the cryptocurrencies for the most part will go to zero. You know, Beanie Babies still exist and they're still traded and they're physical. They have, you know, inherent value because children like Beanie Babies. But with these cryptocurrencies, they have no physical value. There are 20,000 different cryptocurrency coins. Same thing with NFTs. And once this craze finally dies off, that'll be it. Be game over. So, and it won't come back. Too many people will have been burnt and will have lost everything. So, you know, to those who are about to die, we salute you. I can't wait to watch the ship go down with everyone on it. It's going to be so exciting. So, all right. Well, there you go. That's just my 2 cents on cryptocurrencies. And I wanted to thank you for joining me tonight. I will see you next time.